Put them up there. Let us see it, because we are ready to rock and roll. So, before I get started, in terms of transforming veterans healthcare together, this one slide you see in front of you, my name is Brian Scott Smith. I am a retired Army officer after serving 22 years in the military, serving this wonderful country, the United States of America. I did it, and now I'm continuing to serve, but my service is now for the men and women that have served this country. That's right, the military veterans of the world. We are here to support them. And once again, this particular opportunity is transforming veterans healthcare, all of us together, all of us together. And in that snapshot, that picture that you see there, myself, Noreen, Tia, Mrs. Cheryl Henderson, Mr. Jalen Reinhardt, Margarita, and Dr. Mariella, they are all part of this wonderful opportunity. Yes, we are here. They are in that picture, but they are here in spirit all around. So the Veterans Care International, who is it? Is a pioneering organization dedicated to facilitating veterans' access to top-tier medical care in where? The Dominican Republic. And we are leveraging your VA benefits to ensure that you receive the support that you deserve. That's right. VCI, Veterans Care International. Get used to hearing that. Get used to hearing that acronym, VCI. Let me just also mention that VCI is also proudly supported by many, many different organizations, many different contributions from other organizations. And one of them that's showing on the page here, the logo is up in the top center of this particular slide. It is Fundación Punta Cana Care Community. That's right. Fundación Punta Cana Care Community is a nonprofit organization that helps make both VCI and veterans who are VIP possible for veterans like you and like me. And you're going to hear about me because guess what? I am also a veteran that came through this program. Here I am. I told you I was going to tell you about me, but here it is on the screen. That's me. Brian Scott Smith. The picture is not just a picture they take of me, right? It's a picture that has some significance. Let me explain that to you. First of all, in honor of those who have served in Vietnam during the Vietnam conflict, I am wearing, that's right, I am wearing in this picture an authentic jungle fatigue jacket because that was one of the uniforms of choice when the veterans were serving in the Vietnam War. That's right. Also, you're seeing I'm wearing a black cap, shows that I am an Army Ranger to the day that I die, one of the best training opportunities that I've ever had in my life, and it's been a part of my whole entire life's regimen throughout. And of course, my last rank that when I was in the military was a U.S. Army Major. So, more about me. Yes, I decided to go back to school and decided to help veterans. And where I landed is at Columbia University in New York City, where I got a master's degree in clinical social work. It was a wonderful, wonderful opportunity because guess what? It allowed me, first of all, to intern at the VA hospital in the outpatient mental health clinic, helping veterans with their mental health. You all may have know how it works. 45-minute psychotherapy sessions, helping veterans with all types of things. That's, we are social workers, right? Social workers start from the foundation of helping veterans with their anything. Finances, housing, employment, family, everything. Well, that allowed me to do that as an intern, and then lo and behold, I was hired by the VA, and I worked in the Manhattan VA hospital as well as the Brooklyn VA hospital. So you might think I know a little bit about helping veterans all the way around, and I continue to do it today. I'm gracious, and I'm so happy and gratified that Jalen Reinhardt chose me to be a part of this organization so that I continue to serve and help veterans. Let's talk about some roots. As I mentioned before, in that picture that I was wearing a jungle fatigue jacket, well, the roots and inspiration for this program actually came from one of the members who served in the Vietnam War era. That's right, Mr. James Henderson, a U.S. Army veteran, that proudly served this country. And there you see him hugging in that picture his grandson. That's right, Mr. Jalen Reinhardt. That's right, our General Director / General Manager of the Veterans Care International Program. Yes, this is very inspirational because we have people that have been involved as military veterans that support this organization and a part of this whole entire process. And that's right, in one of the pictures that you saw earlier, Mrs. Cheryl Henderson, this is her dad. So you can't tell me that the roots go very strong in this family history of serving veterans and serving this great country. So people ask me, Brian, what is the big deal? Why Punta Cana? Why would someone want to come here, look at that picture on the slide, and see palm trees, clear blue skies, clear blue water, white sand beaches, the atmosphere, the oxygen from all the green vegetation around here? Why would someone want to come to Punta Cana? Well, let me tell you, it's not just that. It's more. Stunning natural beauty. 32 kilometers of pristine and lush landscape, beaches. As a matter of fact, there's 15 different crystal water and white sand beaches throughout Punta Cana. The growing infrastructure, let's talk about it. The growing infrastructure, construction is continuing day after day. They are providing a way for many people like you and me to come here and see this great island. So it's constantly growing. And government support for tourism and development. That's right, the government supports it. Did you know that there were 11 million people that toured the Dominican Republic last year in 2024? Well, guess what? 60% of those 11 million actually landed here in Punta Cana. Hint, hint, clue, clue. Some people have already taken advantage and captured real estate investments so that people like you and me can stay here for a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and also some years if they choose to. And the government supports that strong economic development in terms of construction. High ROI potential. That's right. We know what ROI means, return on investment. That means when you buy something, it's not going to be the same price. It's not going to have the same value 7, 8, 9 months after, even a year after. And guess what? You will get a higher return on your investment when you buy something at the ground level and actually have it as one of your assets over time. Safety. And I got to talk about safety. Me being a military veteran, me coming from a special operations arena, me traveling abroad, I'm always giving advice and recommendations to my family when they travel abroad. Safety is one of the key things that I'm always concerned about and always concerned to tell my family to be aware of. The same scenario here in the Dominican Republic, here in Punta Cana. Guess what? They have what they call the tourism police. They are called the Politor. The Politor is about maybe 5 minutes walk from Las Flores Hotel is where their police station is. And you may see them, if you were here as a tourist in Punta Cana, driving around in a small pickup truck with flashing lights, daytime and nighttime, letting tourists know, guess what? We are here watching, we are here observing, we are here on your behalf so you can feel safe while you're traveling here in Punta Cana. Now we want to kind of give you an idea. You come here for one of the most incredible weeks of your life. And you want to know, Brian, what's included when I come here? What am I going to get? You know the whole phrase, what's in it for me? That's right. That's what you're saying to yourself. What's in it for me when I come down here to the VCI program? Well, let me tell you about it. Let me tell you what's included in the program. First of all, the medical services is unbelievable, right? Here's what's included. A general practitioner. You're going to meet a general practitioner that's going to evaluate you and going to give you information that you can use in order to get better medical attention while you're down here. There's chiropractic therapy. That's right. You're going to get chiropractic work if you need that, if it's within your disability breakdown letter. We'll talk a little bit about that. There's a psychologist on staff. There's a psychiatrist on staff. If you need to have an EKG, we can set you up with a cardiologist. If you want to do some stretching exercises when it's warm or even in the pool, we have yoga instruction down here. There's massage therapy here. If you need to have something going on or have some type of neurological advice or recommendations, we have access to a neurologist. We have meditation here. We have an orthopedic doctor here. If you need to have some muscular or skeletal work, guess what? We have an orthopedic doctor here, and there's a picture of one of them actually in the pool administering aqua therapy. If you might have eaten some spaghetti late at night and that red sauce might trigger something called GERD, guess what? We have a gastroenterologist here to help with that. If you have some hearing issues, if you need to see an ear, nose, and throat doctor, guess what? We have that capability as well. And as I mentioned, the aqua therapy is beyond reproach. It's a wonderful thing that you can be involved in, is getting some aquatic therapy here. Continuing what's included, yeah, Brian, tell me more. Tell me more. Well, these are some of the fun things. These are some of the activities. Let me mention to you first, the activities, the fun things are not covered in the foreign medical program that you're going to hear about. The activities that I'm getting ready to address are activities that are covered by some of the nonprofit organizations and other organizations that contribute to the VCI program. Okay, here we go. Let's go. The catamaran, it's included. Beach day is included. If you're not familiar with a catamaran, it's a big yacht that has two sides. It almost looks like like a ski mobile or something. And you're on the ocean and you're out there and you're riding around on a catamaran. You're going to a natural pool. You're going to deep water, do some snorkeling. It's incredible. You're going to love it. Beach day, we take you out to the beach the second day to get you familiarized with some of the beaches that are here. Movie night is held here at the Health and Wellness Center. You might want to vote on a movie, and they bring the Chase Lounge chairs out, sitting in front of the big screen TV, and guess what? You can watch a movie. You can fall asleep on the Chase Lounge chairs. If you want to sleep there, it's fine. Or your battle buddy might say, hey, the movie's over, man. You might want to go up to your room. Something like that. Dance classes, we have a renowned dance instructor that's here teaching bachata, merengue, salsa, rumba. All these great Latino-style dances are taught right here during dance night. There's a barbecue on Thursday nights. The barbecue is so impressive because prior military veterans that have either come down here on the program or just found their way to relocate here to Punta Cana or somewhere in the Dominican Republic, they are all invited to come to our barbecue night on Thursday nights. And guess what? They come. They come here specifically to interact, socialize, and network with you, the veterans who are here during the program. That's right. So it's a big interaction at the barbecue. It's a gathering basically for all the veterans. And during that Thursday night event, we play bingo. Bingo is very, very important because guess what? It brings out a little competition. It brings out a little bit of camaraderie. And of course, it brings out the will to win because there are prizes. And some of those prizes are very, very nice. Real estate, as you see in the picture there, this is one of the properties that you could go to visit if you desire. If you desire to go and see opportunities in real estate, we take you all around. Real estate activities is included. It's optional, okay? It's optional. So if you choose not to go on any real estate adventures or any real estate previews, guess what? You might want to go back to the beach, kick your feet in the stand, and have a great time. Live music. There was always continuing live music here at Hotel Las Flores Health and Wellness Center. All different types of music. There's jazz, there's R&B, there's all types of music. There's salsa music, there's bachata music, anything you can think of. And guess what? If it's something you like to hear, just make a request and they play it for you. Sound therapy. Sound therapy is really, really touching because you're able to get within your own psyche, get within your own self. Sound therapy isn't late at night. Sound therapy is early in the morning. That's right. You get up and you walk, I call it the sandbox. We have a wonderful beachhead that's already built directly on the premises. It's all sand and it's enclosed. And when you go to sound therapy, they lay out a mat there for you when you get there. You got a blanket, you got a pillow, and the whole idea is to listen as the sound therapy instructor is taking you through a very traditional sound therapy experience. The reason why I know is because I've been through it. I'm telling it to you from my experience. And you hear a lot that I'm going to talk about tonight from my own experience. That's right. I'm not patting myself on the back, but guess what? This is probably my 18th tour. Don't get it twisted. I've been out here a lot. As a matter of fact, I live here now. More to follow, information about that. Here's some continuing things that's still included. Can I keep going? My goodness. So now let's take it from the top. Your hotel stay here at Las Flores Hotel and Wellness Center is included. It's included. That's right. Get your plane ticket and you're here. So your hotel stay is included. Your airport transfer from the airport to Las Flores Hotel is included. That's right. When you get to the airport from your destination or wherever you're traveling from, someone is waiting for you to pick you up in your luggage and bring you here to the hotel. There's 6 dinners included. That's right. We know that it's 7 days, right? But 6 nights out of the 7 days, dinner is included. Okay? Transportation to and from all the activities that I just mentioned earlier are included. That's right. Transportation is included to and from destinations. And the big thing is you can bring one guest. Okay? Excuse me. You can bring one guest. And before I even say any more, let me just read the disclaimer. Accommodation is provided only during the 7-day Veterans Tour. Any additional services, days, or expenses beyond the scheduled tour period will be at your own cost. Now, what does that mean? That means that if you're coming here for the tour for 7 days and you want to stay just one more day, you just want to just try one more day at the beach. You want to try just one more day going out and just absorbing the culture. Guess what? That's on you. We only cover 7 days. Okay? If you are traveling with children, let me be very, very clear. Children are not included with you in the tour. Period. I don't have to elaborate on it. I just have to say that children are not included. Period. We love children. I have children. You may have children. However, children are not included. So let me go back to bringing one guest, because you can bring one guest. We used to say plus one. Please ensure that that one guest understands that you are here for a health and wellness tour. You are not here for vacation, and they are not here for vacation. They're coming here to support you. The reason why we say that, we've had people come here who have had different types of medical needs. And sometimes it helps to have someone who kind of understands what you have or what you may be going through. So they may want you to be here with them. That's a type of plus one or guest that you should be bringing with you. Not somebody who's trying to go out at nighttime and hang out while you're here taking care of your medical attention. Not somebody who wants to go and do something outside of the hotel that's not in conjunction with your medical care. We just want that someone that you bring is here to support you throughout your 7 days here on the tour. Now, I am beating that horse, right? I am beating that horse. I have to emphasize on it because guess what? I have been here about 18 tours, and we want to make sure that we get the word out concretely. That's the word, concretely, so you understand. It's no need to put a question in the chat because it's basically clear that that one guest should be someone who's here to help and assist you and can also enjoy the excitement and the opportunity that you are receiving to now get some medical attention for you, the veteran. That's right. The plus one could be, now I used to go in depth and talk about this, but the plus one can be your spouse. The plus one can be your daughter, your son, your grandson, and that grandson should be 21 years old. That daughter or son should be 21 years old, right? That plus one could be your aunt. It could be your uncle. It could be your best friend in the whole wide world. It could be your battle buddy from the military, right? Keep in mind, Las Flores Hotel and Wellness Center only has queen-size beds in their luxurious rooms. This is a boutique hotel. It's awesome, okay? The furniture, the aroma flowing through these halls in your room is unbelievable. The mattresses on the beds are unbelievable. How do I know? Because I used to do it, right? But my point is, if you bring a plus one, there is not bunk beds and there are not double beds. There is one queen-size bed. So somebody can sleep at the head, somebody can sleep at the foot. I'm not telling you how to peel a banana. I'm telling you that we have the provisions for you and a plus one or a guest, but this is the setup. So no need to put anything in the chat. It's very clear. Have I beat that? I beat that, didn't I? I beat that horse. I beat that horse, right? Okay, so next, we're going to give you a recap, some video, some visual video of what the tour looks like. Are you ready? Here we go.
I decided to take a chance and see what BCI had to offer, and
Daydream, I fell asleep amid the flowers.
Here is the best. In United States, the only thing you do is go to the hospital. They just you sit down with the doctor and they just ask a question and they look more at the computer, putting all information than what they're talking to you, what they recommended to you and everything.
I highly recommend this beautiful facility to any veteran in the United States, and come here and get better treatment, more professionalism, and outstanding service.
while you're here, you will receive some of the best primary health care that you could ever imagine. For me, I had some issues with my feet, with my hearing, and so when I came here, they were able to focus more one-on-one with me, and what a way for the veteran to get that kind of assistance where they treat you more like a person than a number.
And just come, don't be afraid. It's going to change your life.
I fell asleep amid the flowers.
Coming here was a revitalization for me. It lifts whatever sadness you're feeling. You're just so happy when you come here, especially when you're coming from a place that's cold, you know? I loved all the activities that you guys had planned. It was just amazing for me. I can't get enough of it. I'm very pleased, and I will be back. Get your airfare together. Just save a little money for lunch. That's all you have to pay for.
BCI medical team hospitality was incredible. I had never seen a group of people that would come to you, and not only come to you, but be willing to help you with all your needs and all your concerns. They answer all my questions. I never thought that they were going to be able to do all this stuff with us in a short period of time.
Hello, my name is Andres Sanchez. I'm a native physician from Dominican Republic. I specialize in internal medicine. In this specialty, we see the patient like a group of signs and symptoms. In this context, the internist focuses his job and keep the control of the chronic disease, prevent the illness, and attend that all the medication and the system of the body be in control. I have 10 years of experience like a doctor. In the last 5 years, I have been in one of the biggest traumatological hospitals in Santo Domingo. So I have too much experience in post-traumatic condition, post-arthrosis, and a complex management of multiple clinical conditions like neurological, cardiovascular, gastroenterology, lungs disease, and clinic prevention. When we combine experience, quality, and human treatment, we can achieve the best result. Here at Veteran Care International, veterans are the most important thing. In this sense, being able to become an important point in the care of your health to reduce the pain, limitation, and live a fuller life every day.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mariana Martinez, orthopedic specialist at BCI. I'm from Dominican Republic. I'm passionate about helping people move better and live without pain. I choose this path because restoring mobility means restoring freedom and independence. I really believe my work can make a real difference in the lives of veterans by helping them feel stronger, move easier, and live with less pain. That's why I joined this clinic, to be part of a team that's truly committed to giving veterans the care they deserve. That's why these spaces matter so much for the veteran community. We're here to help you get back to doing what you love.
Okay, welcome back. I'm glad you had a chance to review and listen and watch the recap, some of our medical team, and that was wonderful. I'm glad you had a chance to view that. Let's keep going.
Oh, there's a difference like between night and day, because you can't get to see a doctor when you need to see a doctor. You know, you've got to put in a request, and you might get it in a month, and then they might forget. You have to turn around and call back. So here it's superb compared to what's happening in the States. I've never been so relaxed and being so well taken care of. Really, everything that we possibly want, all we have to do is ask for it, and they make sure you get it, whatever you may need. I'm totally relaxed here, and I've never been this relaxed in 20 years.
All right. That was wonderful. Another testimonial from a U.S. veteran here in Punta Cana.
Because of all
Let's
the
keep
chaos
going.
in the world, a lot of times we're very skeptical on anything. But I say this to any veteran: if you care for yourself, if you love yourself, this is the kind of place that you should come and get your medical needs attended to. because I guarantee you when you leave here, you'll feel completely different once you leave. So I think this is the best thing for you if you really want to service yourself and better yourself.
Awesome. We just keep going. We just keep going. So now that you've seen some testimonies, now that you've seen some voices that represent the medical staff, now that you've seen a recap of some of the veterans who have been partaking in this wonderful opportunity, let me just be upfront and continue to go and talk about what's not included on this tour. It's good for you to understand this. It's good for you to know. Some of you may be taking notes. Some of you may not be taking notes and just making mental notes. It's okay. But you have to understand what's included and what's not included. That way you don't bog yourself down with too many questions to figure out what's going on. Hit the board and go right. That's all you got to do. So basically, what's not included on the tour, your flight is not included on the tour, okay? Your flight is not included on the tour. What does that mean? That means that you should, if you plan on coming down here for this great opportunity for 7 days, that's Tuesday to Tuesday, you might want to start looking at the flights from your destination that you live at here to Punta Cana. So remember, you're flying into Punta Cana from wherever you are, into Punta Cana. Additionally, all the meals, some of them are included, but not all of them, okay? So let me mention one of those meals that's not included. Your lunch is not included with the tour, okay? I'll say it again. Your lunch is not included. However, that wonderful gourmet breakfast, when you sit down at what we call like a little mini mess hall or chow hall, guess what? That's included. Your dinner, remember I said 6 out of the 7 are included, right? But lunch is not included. We take you to a different restaurant every single day during lunchtime that you're here on the tour. We want you to experience the food and the culture of Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. I mean, that's what it's all about. Some of you may have already traveled around the world. Some of you may have already been to Dominican Republic. But guess what? Some of you may not have. And what a beautiful thing to sit down and have lunch with some folks who are trying food for the first time. It's a beautiful thing. And guess what? I'm only telling you this because I've done it. Alcoholic beverages are not included in this program, okay? The beverage bar for alcoholism, not alcoholism, excuse me, but for alcohol beverages, did I say alcoholism? Anyway, the beverage bar for alcoholic beverages is not included in the program, okay? It's not included. So we do monitor that word that I just mentioned. We do monitor that to make sure that there are not any extensive drinking going on, because this is a health and wellness tour, okay? We want you, of course, to try some of the wonderful beverages here that are from the Dominican Republic. One of the beverages that are made here that people basically love around the world is the Presidente beer. That's right, Presidente beer. However, the beer is not included on the tour. Laundry services is provided, but it's not included with the tour. So yes, you can wear your clothing day in, day out, and you can put your clothing in a bag. They provide the bag for you in your room, and when it's time for you to get those things washed or laundered, guess what? You can hand that bag over to the services people, and they will get your laundry taken care of. However, it's not included. And you know why? Because I've been here and experienced it. let's talk about this place. Let's talk about this place where I'm broadcasting from right now, Las Flores Hotel and Wellness Center, right? This place is a wonderful experience in itself. It's kind of secluded in its own area. It's a boutique style hotel that also operates as a health and wellness center for you veterans who come to stay here. So you are staying at this facility for 7 nights, and it's unbelievable. And you see that picture right there? The pool is the same color that you see there as it is live outside. We have those same type of beverages that you see sitting on that little table, exactly the same. Those same chairs that I mentioned about, those chase lounges that you can sit in when you're doing the movie night, guess what? That's exactly what you're seeing right there in the picture. You're seeing a lot of vegetation, palm trees, coconut trees. You're seeing all that in that picture. Guess what? That's exactly what it looks like when you come here. It's very serene. I mean, it's unbelievable. Just coming here, you're going to put yourself in one of those Zen modes to feel like this is paradise. Why not? Get it in your mindset that you are coming to paradise. If you think it, it turns into it. That's right. This is paradise here. And you are getting to relive some things that you may have wanted always to do, but you're getting to get 2 for the price of 1, man. You're getting paradise and your health and wellness taken care of at the same time. Wow. Like I said, I get a little choked up, but it's okay. I'm going to keep going. We offer shuttle services from and to the airport. I mentioned that. Continental breakfast included and other meals a la carte here at the Hotel and Wellness Center. And the pool and the tropical garden is right here. How do I know this? Because I've already done it. Now we're going to talk about something that's very, very important. This program is operated by Veterans Care International. Veterans Care International complies. They comply with the Foreign Medical Program. That's right. VCI has been accredited by the Foreign Medical Program to treat veterans like me and you who are eventually going to come here, and all those veterans that's been coming here before us, right? So what is the Foreign Medical Program? As it says there, VCI works through the VA Foreign Medical Program, or as they better say it, FMP program, which allows eligible veterans to receive care for service-connected conditions while living or traveling abroad. What does that mean, Brian? That means that when you contact the VA and say, hey, I would like to have a copy of my disability breakdown letter, that is the letter that you're going to submit to VCI as part of a package to get you approved for the Foreign Medical Program. I will go in depth about that in a few minutes, right? So if you'd like to enroll in the program, we can do it here for you. We can do it here for you. When you get down here, boots on the ground, we give you your documentation for the Foreign Medical Program to fill out during orientation. The first day you're here, you fill out the forms, we collect the forms, and we send it off to the VA for approval. Now, the Foreign Medical Program. For those of you who don't know what it's all about, the Foreign Medical Program has some history to it. Can you remember, or has anybody ever told you about World War II? If not, after World War II, a lot of the veterans wanted to travel abroad. And when they traveled abroad, basically, some of them might have needed medical attention. But they couldn't get medical attention because nobody was going to pay for it. It was out of pocket, right? Out of their own pocket. And that was probably very difficult. I mean, a veteran coming out of World War II basically was looking for some serious R&R. That means rest and relaxation. Well, the VA thought about it, and then they approved for veterans to use facilities abroad. That program was called the Foreign Medical Program. It allows veterans to be able to have their health and wellness taken care of by accredited institutions or accredited facilities or accredited clinics, so that now you can come abroad and get those things taken care of. If you're traveling, if you live in these places, you can now use the Foreign Medical Program, right? So, as I mentioned, when you're boots on the ground here for the program, you fill out the paperwork, they send it off for you after you sign it, and in about 3 to 4 weeks, you're going to receive a letter in the mail stating that, congratulations, you've been approved for your service-connected disabilities that you listed, right? That you listed. It came from your disability breakdown letter, and now it's being approved, and you can continue your treatment abroad. That's right. You can continue your treatment abroad. That's a wonderful thing. Please don't think that that program cannot help you, because it's a wonderful program that you can use when you travel abroad, specifically when you come here to Veterans Care International. Health and wellness is something that's so important. Take a look at this. Thank you for speaking up. That's why we're called Team, right? So yes, the video did not have sound. It was basically showing you how some of the health and wellness treatment that you receive here is very, very holistic. Holistic therapy, healing treatment is what we provide for U.S. veterans. You see, sometimes holistic therapy can help sustain, can help prevent, can help deter some of the medical conditions that we encounter either through being in the military or even outside the military. So we stress very heavily on providing holistic therapy for our veterans when they come here. And if you look at this picture, there's 6 flicks there in this snapshot. One is showing yoga, stretching, and yoga poses in the upper left-hand corner. Below that picture is showing you chiropractic work. In the center of the top, you're seeing aquatic therapy. Again, below that picture, you're seeing some yoga stretching and yoga poses. In the upper right, you're seeing just basic counseling. How do you feel? What's going on? That's a form of holistic treatment, holistic interventions, just discussions. And then below, in the lower right, you're seeing more aquatic therapy. These are some of the foundations that VCI believes in, that VCI encourages, that VCI implements for you as veterans when you come here to this program. Holistic therapy. Yes, do the research. Do the research what holistic therapy can do for you. We believe in it, and that's why you're able to come down here to Punta Cana in the VCI program and receive holistic therapy interventions. So now, we've gone through a whole lot of information. I know y'all got a book full of notes. I can see it. People taking copious notes because guess what? You may want to be a subject matter expert just for one purpose. What is that purpose, Brian? That purpose is for telling everybody that you know about this program. That's right. Make your notes sharp. That way you can refer back to them and tell somebody about this. So, how do you get involved in the program? How do you enroll in our program? Okay, number one, first and foremost, you must call the VA to get a copy of your disability breakdown letter. Okay? That's very important. These are one of the key documents that you need to get approved to come down here. All right? Don't feel like you're going to have to do it by yourself if you don't want to. That's right. We may be on the phone call with you when you call the VA to ask for that letter. And let me just put out there, it's not the letter that you receive when you get your disability rating and a description of your disabilities, okay? It's not that letter. So if you think you have it already, guess what? You don't. Unless you've been through this program and you call in the 1-800 number and you're asking for a disability breakdown letter, you don't have it. Because the letter does not come in the mail. The letter comes in an email, okay? An encoded or encrypted letter comes through your email system that shows your disability percentage and an explanation of your disability. We need that down here as part of the package in order to submit to the FMP program, okay? First and foremost, you gotta call the VA. Second, you gotta register for the tour. You gotta go online and look and see what tours are still available. Because guess what? We are selling tours out. That's right. Haste makes waste, okay? You need to be up on it. Go to the website, check and see what's available, and then decide when you want to come. That allows you to at least register for the tour, okay? Register for the tour. Next, fill out the enrollment form. When you go to register, you're going to have to put your name, information, email, all that information has to go on the form. Online. It reads right here. Submit all necessary documents to enroll in our program. Let's talk about the documents. First, it's a copy of a photo ID. That could be a passport, driver's license. It could be a VA ID card. That actually is a copy of your ID, your real ID. I know some places now got the real ID going on. You need to have a copy of your ID. You need to have a copy of the disability breakdown letter. We just talked about that. The disability breakdown letter, a copy of your ID, and lastly, a copy of your DD-214. And I know you're wondering, and I'll just use myself as an example. I had to find my DD-214. It was folded up in one of my folders, right? I pulled it out. I said, yes, I got my DD-214. That's the final document that I needed. But guess what? I couldn't even read the daggone thing. It had been there for so long. And guess what? If you can't read it, we can't read it. So we recommend you get a clean copy, a legible copy of your DD-214 and send that along with your other two documents, okay? So when you get all that stuff together, we're gonna send you a link so that you can upload those documents and send them via email to us. Keep in mind, some folks have asked, well, can I send my stuff because it has my social security number on it? That's a great question. The link that we send you is a secure link. We follow all HIPAA guidelines and regulations, okay? None of your information is going out there that can easily be deciphered or intercepted. It's a secure link. You know how I know why? because I've already done it. Next, book your flight. We just talked about that. Go out 30 days, 45 days. Book your flight. If you are working a regular job, make sure that you book your flight that is in tune with you being able to take off for a week. Okay? If you're working or not working, still book your flight. Once your registration is approved, book your flight to Punta Cana and confirm your spot in 48 hours after registering for the tour. So you will receive an email saying that you've been approved, and now you send your flight information and you can come on down here to Punta Cana and absorb this wonderful opportunity that you're going to be able to partake in. That's right. So all four of these things are very, very important because guess what? It allows you to get approved to come down here. Yes, come here and check it out. It's a wonderful experience. And let me just say again, you know why I know? Because I already did it. Let's look at some of these tour dates because it used to show July. There's nothing left in July. We are already in the second week of August. So I'm quite sure next week, August 12th through 19th and August 19th to 26th is going to be gone. That's how fast we're filling up these tours. But you can see here the tour dates from August the 12th all the way through December the 16th. Still availability. Jump in, and there you'll see a picture of our general director, one of the veterans that came through here, that's James, and yours truly on the other side. Yes, we're very happy in that picture because guess what? That person made it through the tour. They're very happy about what they did. They're very happy about the medical attention they got. And guess what? James is already scheduled to come back. That's right. That's right. James is coming back. So it's a wonderful snapshot there. I love that. Now, we have a special guest, and I already showed the picture, so it's no secret of who it is. It's Clay Rojas. Now, let me just let everybody know that during this presentation tonight, it's also combined with our opening, our orientation program. And Mr. Rojas is also one of the ones that's involved in the orientation that we have going on tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a 2-minute pause, maybe 3 minutes, to see if he's ready to come and be our guest on our BCI presentation tonight. So I'm going to ask everybody to just stand by for 3 minutes. Tony, can you put us in for 3 minutes? And we're going to ask someone if Mr. Rojas is ready. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to go off screen. I'm going to go off sound. And we're going to just wait for 3 more minutes. First of all, how many do we have on the call tonight, Tony? Yes, many, many, many of you are on the call tonight. We are always breaking records. That's incredible. That's a great number. We are really doing it. So please stand by for 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. If anything, take a restroom break. Go get some more ice cream that you were eating in that bowl of ice cream while you're sitting down in front of your computer with your bunny slippers on. Or make that quick phone call to tell somebody to jump on who thought they might have missed the program and catch Clay Rojas, who's coming on the call. So please stand by for the next 3 minutes. I will return. Please stand by. All right. I need to hear when Cheryl's finished. I know what Cheryl's talking. Awesome. Those are great questions, and thank you, Cheryl, for entertaining those questions for us. But now, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, we are ready for our special guest, Mr. Clay Rojas. We are so pleased and humbled to have him here this evening. Clay has come down here as a veteran for his health and wellness, and he came back, not just to come back for more health and wellness, but he came back here in a position to teach, in a position to mentor, in a position to help us move the needle along the way here for VCI. We are growing, ladies and gentlemen, and we are thankful to have Clay here, and he came here with his wife, and we are thankful that they've come here to help us move the needle. We are moving the needle forward. So, I'm going to show the picture. This is Clay Rojas, U.S. veteran. I mean, I should know his bio by heart. I'm not going to try to, tell you all about it again because I introduced him for another presentation that we just did tonight. That's right. He's going from one room to the next. It's like Jimmy Fallon and Late Night all at the same time. He left one studio and came to another studio. That's how we get down here. And now he's here in our studio doing the live presentation for VCI to talk about a whole lot of things. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Clay Rojas. Welcome, man.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am so excited about being back at VCI. I'm gonna tell you right now, I came here for Memorial Day weekend, if you remember.
That's right.
In May, and as soon as I got on the plane to get back to the States, I was already homesick. I knew that this was where I belong. So
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me back.
Man, we are so pleased to have you back, and from what I'm hearing from the people that were out there at orientation, it is a slam dunk. I'm a basketball guy. It was a slam dunk. I'm talking about rock the cradle, Dominique Wilkins kind of dunk, okay? Julius Erving kind of dunk, if you go back that far, all right? So we are so pleased and so happy to have you here. We're going to go through some Q&A with you and talk to you about a lot of different things. But first of all, we want to know about you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, Clay?
Definitely. So for those veterans watching, I'm a U.S. Marine veteran. I served from 2001 to 2005. During that time, I did 3 deployments to the Middle East. I served with 1st Battalion, 7th Marines as an infantry squad leader.
Yes.
And I also served with 2nd Fast Company out in Virginia.
Awesome.
Got out of the Marine Corps in 2005 and been experimenting and diving into the world of psychology and mental health and post-traumatic stress.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been my life's work since then.
Man, that is awesome. And you know what? Mental health is one of those things that we always want to be able to understand and be able to implement some types of treatment for veterans. And that's a holistic type of scenario, and we're glad that you're here to talk about that. Can you tell us about the organization that you've been promoting here today?
Yes. So we came down here, y'all, with an organization called The Forge. Now, some of y'all may have seen the movie The Forge, which is now out on Netflix.
Yes.
We are directly connected with everything that you see on the movie. Is something that we've been doing for the last 5 years. And basically what we do 2 things. We provide mental health services for men.
Okay.
We specialize in men-specific issues, whether it's addiction, divorce, guys that, have anger issues.
Sure.
All the things that you may see, typical things in men. We specialize in there. We also do couples counseling.
Okay.
So if we're seeing a man and he's married, in that timeline of seeing him, we also invite him to bring his spouse.
Okay.
And then the second thing we do is we train men to become facilitators to start their own groups, which we call Forge groups, to lead other men into this. You're talking about moving the needle. We're teaching men how to lead other men into moving the needle in their emotional and spiritual health.
Wow. That in itself is something that you might out there in veteran land on this particular webinar, you might want to take note to, because not only is he telling us about what's going on in his organization, I think you got a book out.
We do, man. Listen, this book started as a conversation. Well, it's, post-traumatic stress and working with veterans and first responders has been something that I've been doing since 2018.
Yeah.
And so writing a book has been on my heart, but coming to VCI and connecting with you. And I remember having a conversation with you out by the pool.
Right.
And I said, Brian, this is what's on my heart.
Yeah.
And we had that conversation. I went back home in May, and with a team of guys from the Forge, about 6 of us, we put over 200 man hours of research, creating toolkits, taking some of my stories from the military and my own journey through post-traumatic stress, and we turned it into a book called Rally Point.
Wow.
Which is been written exclusively for VCI, and every veteran that comes to VCI is going to have access to everything in this book, and we are so proud of it, and we're so excited about the work that we believe that this book is going to do on the hearts of every veteran that comes here to VCI.
Man, that's awesome. I mean, can you tell us about where exactly in the United States that you're doing this program?
Yeah, absolutely. So our company is physically located in the Kansas City metro area.
Okay.
We've also got an office in Tulsa, Oklahoma. In those 2 locations, we are able to see people in person, but we are serving men all over the United States on telehealth.
Okay.
And so, as we move forward, we're looking at partnering with VCI to do some aftercare. So when veterans leave here, they're directly connected to us, and myself and our veteran care team. We're going to be able to connect you with counseling, with services, with community. No matter what state you're in, we will help you find that community. And you can depend on us when you leave VCI. We'll be in partnership with VCI to make sure that when veterans leave here, they're being taken care of.
Man, that's so important. I can tell you guys out there in veteran land that one of the comments that we've been getting before Clay has brought the program is that, how do we stay connected? How do we stay connected after we leave here and go back to our duty stations in so many words? Maybe it's just their home of record. But that's wonderful to be able to know that they can still reach out, still talk to somebody, and maybe even bring somebody else to the table that they can, show.
Yeah, absolutely. Something that we often don't think about is that, we come here to the DR, we have an amazing week. It's filled with sun, with sand, with laughter, with smiles, with amazing treatment. But then when the week is over, many of us are going back to war.
Right.
Whether it's war with ourselves.
That's right.
Whether it's war with our families.
That's right.
Whether it's war with our addictions, with our traumas. And a lot of guys are leaving here and they're going back to fight alone, and we're going to put a stop to that.
Wow. You hear that? So when you leave here and you got to go back to that noise in the United States, we're not saying that y'all guys are living in it, but basically there could be some noise that is deterring you from continuing your journey.
Yes.
That's an awesome thing. So Clay, tell us a little bit more about now the program that you're bringing here, and you just did the orientation, man. I know people are clapping and going crazy about it. Tell us about the program.
Man, so the program is a 2-part program.
Yes.
The first part is veteran focused.
Okay.
Right, where veterans are going to come in here. They're going to come in here on the first day. We're giving them a beautiful introduction into what really is emotional health.
Yeah.
Right. Many veterans come here with a mask on. They come here with their armor on.
Yeah.
They come here with walls up.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what we've been trained to do.
That's right.
Right? They trained us to fight wars, but they never really trained us to how to stop fighting a war. So many of us get out and we keep fighting.
Yeah.
Even though we're tired and we don't want to, sometimes that's the way our trauma will manifest. So there's the first part of our program is veteran focused, to get guys and gals who come here to start tapping into who they really are. Start tapping into that emotional, that heart, right? That emotional piece that we all need to move the needle towards healing.
Yeah.
The second part of what we're doing with VCI is we are working with the head therapist psychologist here, Dr. Francisco DePool.
Yeah.
And we have created an amazing staff trauma-informed training that all the staff here at VCI will receive, so that their interactions with veterans that come through these doors, they're going to have a better understanding of some of the wars that our veterans are coming here fighting.
Wow.
They get here to VCI, maybe some of them ain't smiling. Maybe some of them are in a season of their life where they're really battling some things.
Yeah.
And the more trauma informed our staff can be, the better conversations, the better treatment, the better service, because they're going to have an idea what a veteran actually goes through and what they could be experiencing. It could look some other way to you if you're not trained, right?
That's right.
Oh,
That's
that guy
right.
just wants to isolate. That guy's mean. Well, no, hold on a second. If we look with a trained eye, that guy's not mean. That guy's sad.
Yeah.
Something's going on. Let's talk to him. And so when we begin to open the eyes of our staff this way, the already amazing service is going to even go to the next level.
Absolutely. You know what? They were so professional. Let me just let everybody know out there in veteran land. I call that veteran land, you know, because we're all connected. But let me tell you, this afternoon, right around 11 o'clock, Clay and his staff actually rehearsed. They rehearsed the whole entire program that they presented this evening. That's how professionalism is. Plan to plan. Check, and recheck. That's exactly what they did. I was very impressed. And guess what? By the way, I did record it just for the benefit of the head shed of VCI. So you guys will be able to take a look at that, being that you weren't here. But it was very professional. They rehearsed just like we do in the military. No matter what, we rehearse before we actually execute.
Yes,
that was
sir.
really a wonderful thing.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to tell you right now, the energy in the room, it was palpable. You could feel the energy shift where naturally we all come in with our mask on.
Yeah.
We all come in like, hey, what's going to happen tonight? You know, everybody comes in a little like, what's going to happen this week? They don't know what to expect, right? Because maybe some of them ain't been overseas in a long time. I know when I first came here, it'd been a while since I've been overseas. And so when we landed and we were on our way to VCI, there was a part of me that was kind of like, man, I feel like I'm on a deployment right now.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
I was a little bit guarded. But as we delivered the workshop, and we started really tapping into our who we are as humans and how we are connected as brothers and sisters. When we started tapping into that, Brian, I'm gonna tell you right now, the energy in that room just shifted.
Yeah.
There's people out there right now smiling, shaking hands, meeting each other, connecting, hugging each other. The energy just shifted in the room.
Wow.
That sets the bar and the tempo for the rest of this week. And they are now emotionally prepared to receive the love and care that the VCI staff is going to show them.
That's awesome. Let me tell you, the way the setup was, I'm going to give you the visual picture for those of you that have maybe been here before, those of you that are coming. The whole entire area right by the pool was set up with a horseshoe setting, right? Tables and chairs. Everybody's sitting around the chairs. Even the foreman's presentation, and it was a slam dunk, everybody. It was really a wonderful, wonderful. Before we went to Desert Storm, it was in the wintertime. We were out doing, and the one star said, guess what? We were so impressed, and I'm just so honored to be talking to you about this because there's so much follow-up there next.
Yeah, so I want to start with saying this. I believe that the next level is a safe place to remove your armor. Now, for those of you that have been deployed, you know if you're outside the wire, you better have your armor on.
That's right. That's
you
right.
better have your helmet on.
That's right.
You better have your rifle.
That's right.
If you're outside the wire.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you right.
That's right.
You're in the wire.
That's right.
You can remove your helmet. You can remove your armor.
Yes.
And you're safe. And I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I saw it happen right in front of me about an hour ago.
Wow.
Where I literally saw veterans removing their armor and begin to interact and talk and smile and hug and encourage each other on the first night.
Wow.
On the first night.
On the first night.
That's where we are going is our veteran care program.
Okay.
That's directly connected with VCI. We're going to call it the Veteran Aftercare Program.
Okay.
Where veterans are going to be able to access community from wherever I am.
Yes, that's important.
And ultimately, we're going to be able to train vets that are interested in how do you start your own forge group and your own community in your area.
Wow, that's awesome. And let me just not mention, or let me make, Clay came here with a miniature staff, a small staff of people. Can you acknowledge who came here with you tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. So our director of operations came from Kansas City, which is huge because he was in Romania doing a program in Romania.
Wow.
And he came from Romania. He was only home for over there.
Okay.
We're launching stuff all over. We're in South Africa doing a program, and we're getting ready to be in Korea.
Oh,
doing
wow.
some stuff over there. But so I brought our director of operations. I brought one of our veteran care team.
Yeah.
And most recently, my wife has joined the team to work with our women veterans.
You hear
because
that?
we can't forget the ladies.
That's right. We can't forget.
And,
That's right.
And my wife has a history of working with women, trauma. Several ladies tonight that were veterans experiencing, they need a woman's touch.
Absolutely.
Which I'm so thankful for.
Wow. Do you guys hear that? I mean, you might think that this is part of the Tonight Getting tonight. And guess what? Eventually, I think that's a wonderful thing. So I got a couple more questions for you, Clay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, because now that you're down here, you know, I've been here for a little while. You know, I've been checking things out, and I'm all the new veterans who are on the call.
Listen, when I was coming on my first trip, him to come with me.
Okay.
Super skeptical guy. I don't know.
That's right.
We don't trust nobody. So he was throwing all the, and I tell you, man, me and my wife get here and we're sitting by the pool enjoying a pina colada.
Yeah.
And we're laughing at my brother because he's like, man, he thought this was fake.
Oh man, no.
So this place is real. It is not a scam. I'm gonna tell you right now, as a former military and as a former police officer, I was very skeptical. I did my research. I did my about
Yes,
coming out.
tell 'em.
It's legit, bro. I got out of the Marine Corps in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 20 years since I've been out of the. All my appointments, I'm gonna keep it 100,
Yeah.
no lie.
Yeah.
More treatment and care and love.
That's right.
The way that the staff spoke to me, the way the doctors talked to me and they asked me questions, like I was like, wow, these people actually care. Out there and you're on the fence, that alone should tell you that when you get here, you're gonna be treated like the way you deserve to be treated because you put it all on the line and there's a team here that's putting it all on the line for you.
That's awesome. You guys hear that, right? I mean, there's a lot of energy rolling. So at this point, thank you so much. Glad you came here to talk to us.
Yes, sir.
But now we're gonna. Can you also assist us with some of the Q&A that's going on? So let's open up the. Okay, awesome. Margarita, we're gonna. With zero service connect, your service connected disability, so that you can potentially receive compensation. So to answer your question, yes, as long as you have a service connected disability program under the FMP program with VCI, yes.
This is not a question, but a comment from Sean. He says it's real, it's legit, and it's a beautiful thing.
Now,
Okay, another question from D. He's asking, is there a certain age limit to start?
is there a certain age limit to start?
Yes.
Adult who has a service connected disability take in this program.
18 and over.
That's right.
No more questions for now.
What? I guess, yeah, I understand. People are in awe. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. You can be in awe right now, and the question may come to you later. What you can do is log into our website. That is www.veterans with a particular portal. Yes. That is a great question, and the answer, service-connected disability, we have the rating. Yes. But guess what? We are growing, so stay tuned for more opportunities, more locations in the future. Great question. Seeing you again as well, or for the first time.
Increasing their rating.
Yes.
So don't think that you're going to come here, you're going to go to all these appointments. And
Yes.
so when you go back home, you can show that you got care here for X.
That's a correct statement. So if you heard for your therapeutic interventions, when you come here for your treatment of your disability breakdowns that you might have on your letter, yes, you can handle your disabilities when it comes time for you to try or attempt or actually succeed at increasing your disability rating.
Yes.
Yep, absolutely. Great question. 2,400 hours. This has been a great event. Thank you again for Clay Rojas, a U.S. veteran here as our guest. On behalf of Jalen Reinhardt and the staff here at Veterans, let's everybody turn on their cameras. Put me on, Tony. Let me see it on my screen. Okay. Put me on right now. Everybody, if you, let me bring this down. Can I see it, Tony? Yeah. When the camera's on, let's hear some clapping going on. This has been an awesome presentation this evening. All I want to know is, let me see a show of hands. I can see you put your hands up. Good job, guys and gals. I hear it. Put your hands up on the screen. That way we can see you. We are ready to have you come down here. This has been an awesome pre-international. We welcome you. Carol says, hola. Listen, Tia is on the call. Hey, Tia. It's like romper room when I'm holding the mirror out there. I see Tia. I see Gary. I see all types of people out here. Please, everybody, from the sound of my voice, please make your way down here to Punta Cana. With that being said, we'd like to say goodnight to everybody.